I feel like I died and went to heaven.
Lady, if McKay's is your idea of heaven, you don't get out enough.
I see that chivalry is alive and well in Pine Valley.
Well, let me help you up.
I feel dizzy.
On second thought, let me get some help.
No, I think I'll be all right if you'll just stay with me for a few minutes.
Are you sure you're okay?
I haven't felt this good in a long time.
What on earth?
Don't hurt me.
I give up.
I'll go quietly. Please, just don't hurt me.
Wait a minute. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
No, really, we just want to help.
Now, come on, why don't you sit down here for a
What
minute?
happened?
Right? Don't look at me. 1 minute she was walking by, next thing I know, she's at my feet.
Oh, where have I heard that before?
Maybe you'd like a glass of water. Waitress, Molly? Yeah. Could we get a glass of water over here right away, please?
Killed her brother. 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 Killed her brother.
Here you go. Are you going to be all right? Should we call a medic?
No, I'll be fine.
Are you on any medication?
No drugs. I left the house without my glasses. I can hardly see without my prescription glasses. But I must have just slipped on something. I'm sorry to be so much trouble.
Well, believe me, it was no trouble at all.
Really? We're just glad you're all right.
Bright as rain. Is it raining yet?
Oh, no. But it's trying.
Yeah, actually, my wife made me wear this silly outfit. That's another story.
Don't you and Tad have something to do?
Come on, sidekick.
Sidekick?
Well, we both can't be heroes.
Fine, you be the sidekick.
Look, why don't you knock it off and just get on the move,
I'll see you home, honey.
Actually, I think I'm going to hang out with Opal, okay? So we'll be at the chicken shack.
Fine, this shouldn't take too long.
Someone doesn't bungle it.
After you.
Of course, after you.
Age before beauty.
Pearls before
If
wine.
you'll stop that fussing. Come on.
Thanks. No one recognized me. Janet Green, the incognito queen.
Here, allow me.
What a lovely coat.
I hope that everything was to your liking.
Oh, yes, just fine.
Well, it's always a pleasure serving such quality customers. Let me get the door, please. Well, bless your heart. Come back and see us soon, yeah? And tell your friends about us. Who loves you, Miss Dave? Hey, it's Dell. Yeah. Well, so far, so good. No, I haven't yet. Don't you worry, I will. And do I have a choice? No. Well, the timing has to be just right. Well, I'll know it when it is. Wait, I gotta go. Hey, how'd it go?
Well, just real good.
Great. Hi, Dixie. Good
Hi.
to see you again.
Good to see you. Opal says you're doing quite a job. Wonders with her chicken.
Oh, well, with a batter like certified chicken, how can I miss?
Well, you two know each other? Mr. Henry and I go, well, we met a while back.
And we just kind of bumped into each other, just clicked.
Well, isn't that nice, though? And I see that you are still doing a bang-up job here with the grill. I mean, between me and the fence post, I think Dale runs this place a little better than I do.
Hey, tell me about McKay's. Was it your batter?
Right down to the cayenne pepper.
Well, I hope you sue their menu off.
Well, thanks to Tad and, of course, my love bug, we're not going to have to go to court as of this moment. McKay's is officially out of the purloined, purtifying business.
Oh, that's outstanding. I know how much your recipe means to you.
Oh.
Kind of like having one of your children kidnapped.
Well, it's not Peterkin's by any means, but it is all mine.
And it's right here, safe and sound where it belongs. That's terrific. Well, now that you're back, it's time for me to change hats from bullpen manager, relief manager of this place to Mr. Sweeper.
Oh, tell tell me, are there any more at home like you? Because if there are, I'll be happy to pay their way out here.
You just...
Well, that's quite a wrapping job.
I beg your pardon?
The way you have opal around your little finger. You must be pretty proud of yourself.
Why do you say that?
Just what are you up to?
Mrs. Livingston, I presume?
Yes.
Good afternoon. I'm from the Pine Valley Health Department.
My husband handles all of our charitable contributions.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not here in a fundraising capacity. Goodness, no. Quite frankly, I'm responding to a complaint.
About us.
Well, yes and no, ma'am. You see, more precisely, it's this domicile. Unfortunately, we received several reports of an infestation of vermin.
Impossible. My staff keeps the house impeccably clean.
Oh, I'm sure they do, ma'am. I'm sure they do. But you see, generally vermin keep a low profile, multiplying silently in the dark. Perhaps the unvisited corners of the cellar, the pool house, perhaps the gardener's shed. Yep. The walls are their highways, the plumbing their canals. The little buggers quietly thrive, just biding their time until, powie, they completely overrun the entire area. No, I'm afraid the good of Pine Valley compels me to inspect these premises.
I can't allow that.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist. As I said, we received several complaints, Mrs. Livingston. These cannot be ignored. County regulations
I
require...
don't care what the county says. You cannot...
Just as I feared.
What are you doing?
Goodness gracious, Jinkies me, it's worse than I thought.
What are you talking about? What? What is?
This Rodentia excrementum.
Oh, my goodness. You don't mean...
I certainly do, and mounds of it. Smells like a recent vintage.
Mrs. Livingston?
You. Just the man I want to see. The health inspector is here.
I hope you're all right.
Not for me. Your house has rats.
Never.
The neighbors reported it to the Board of Health.
Well, that is precisely why I'm here. The neighbors simply cannot be trusted. They bear me ill will because of some unfortunate incident that involved my guard dogs. But this is just a plot to embarrass me. Ages and ages ago, rats were a figment of someone's imagination.
I beg to differ, my good man. The rodents in question are entirely real.
Says who?
Says this.
Well, you could easily have dropped that after you came in.
I beg your pardon, I did nothing of the kind.
You are a plot of the neighbor's plot to embarrass me.
Sir, I am a highly trained health professional. I do not engage in cheap plots. Now, if you'll stand aside, I will continue with my work.
What work? There isn't a rat within 10 miles of Cortlandt, Manor.
Oh, I beg to differ, sir. There certainly is. This baby never fails me. I can smell a rat long before I ever see one. And believe me, this house is infested.
Will you stop praying that terrible stuff and find the proof?
Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. I am on the scent, and you shall have your proof.
I mean, what can I say? I liked Opal the moment I laid eyes on her. She's as honest as the day is long, and a hoot to boot.
Yeah, she's something all right.
And I really respect her for what she's accomplished here.
And you figured buttering up the boss just couldn't hurt.
Well, you warned me about your Uncle Palmer, and you're right. He's one tough old bird. He's fired me once already.
Sounds about par for the course.
Well, if it wasn't for Opal, I'd be long gone, and I need this job.
I thought you said you were a writer.
Well, even writers have to eat.
True.
Look, I'm sorry if you think I'm hustling Opal. But if I'm guilty of anything, it's trying to cover my scrawny behind.
Hey, it's okay. I mean, we all have to do that sometimes. Actually, I'm glad you're here. Because Opal's been pretty depressed lately, and it seems you being around has kind of helped to lift her spirits.
Well, I'm glad to do it. Oh, look, I got you something. Here. I hope I'm not out of line. I kept thinking about you and your brother's, about your brother's death, and I know how much pain you were and how much you missed him.
Death in the Family by James H.E.
This'll help. All you gotta do is read it. You know, once upon a time when I was really down, I happened across this book, and it helped. It helped a lot.
It's really something. People don't often think to give me books, but I love them. It's really wonderful. Thank you.
Now I got you. Oh. I think I landed on my keys. Where is he? Come here, you little... Oh, nobody move. Nobody move muscle. He's good. Very good. But not good enough for me. Ah, there he is. Hang on just a second. A couple more seconds and you're mine, sucker. Banzai, Bubba. Yes. You want proof? I'll give you proof. Huh? What do you call this furry little corpus electi, huh?
Disgusting!
Yeah.
I'm leaving this rat-infested slum.
You can't leave. You signed a 1-year lease.
That's what I think of your lease. And if you have a problem with that, take the pieces to my attorney.
Sweet smell of success.
We did good.
Yeah. Well, you laid it on a bit thick. That disguise looks a little bit like Jerry Lewis in The Nutty Professor.
Yeah, well, I gotta hand it to you. That wind-up rat was a stroke of genius.
Mm-hmm. Where did you get that? It's so lifelike.
I didn't. I thought you brought it.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, harsh.
Oh, I'll have the exterminator over before we move in.
Good idea, Palmer. Tomorrow sound early enough? I'd like the vermin gone by the time we get married.
I'll have it done right away. And speaking of getting things done, I'd better get over to the chicken shack before Dale Henry runs off of the place.
No, wait a minute. Listen, just between you and me, has he been snooping around about Dixie again?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, well, if he does, I want to be the first to know about it.
Oh, he's too busy interfering in my private life to pay any attention to Dixie.
Oh, lucky you.
Well, I don't like any of it, and I think it behooves both of us to keep an eye on Dale Henry.
All right, there you changed. Thank you. This book is so right on.
Isn't it?
How did you know that I would like this?
Well, I confess, I did a little research and came across the newspaper accounts of your brother's death. I kind of mean to be nosy, but I could see how much pain you were in, how you missed him. If this book helps, then I'm glad.
You must think I'm pretty stupid to be crying over somebody who did so many horrible things, but I can't help it. I love him. He's my brother.
It's missing your kinfolks when they're gone is the right and proper thing to do. Dixie, don't ever be ashamed or embarrassed by it. It's not like we get to pick them. You know, God parcels family members down here for a reason, just like the rest of his creation. And it's not by an accident.
That's what I think. I think maybe if Will had just lived a little bit longer, I might have been able to help him turn his whole life around, maybe. But I didn't get the time.
Ah, well, as long as there's life, there's time. It's never too late to help somebody.
That's why I want to go to college. I want to learn something, you know, maybe something that'll help make a difference in people's lives.
Dixie, I believe if you put your mind to it, there's nothing you couldn't do. And you're already the type of person that makes a difference to people.
Well, this is great. A perfect gift, and I thank you very much.
I'm not sure if this is the time. I can definitely think of a better place. But I've been meaning to ask you something.
Sounds serious.
Well, my nose says the kitchen's calling.
I'll be right back.
Oh. I think we need an oil change back there, too, Dell.
I'm on it, boss.
Okay.
Mission accomplished, Ma.
You're kidding already?
Pack your bags. You're moving back home.
How did you do it?
Well, the rat in the library could have had something to do with it.
You planted a rat in the library?
Well, no, it really wasn't so much of a rat. It was sort of a large mouse, and it just so happened that Mickey was there, just the right place, the right time. Lucky for us, God rest his soul.
No.
Mrs. Livingston was so terrified, she ripped the lease out of my hands, shredded it, and ran out vowing she'd never return.
Oh, you two, my hero.
She even dared Palmer to sue her for breaking the lease.
Uncle Palmer, have you really got Cortlandt Manor back?
Yes, we are once again landed gentry.
Oh, I think I'm going to cry.
Well, considering that two of Pine Valley's craftiest teamed up to do the impossible, I must say that I'm not surprised.
Oh, we did it up in style.
Tell it to the rat.
I think I'm going to be lady of the manor again.
And we have the gazebo. This is so great. Thank you. I have so many wedding plans to make, you know. This is not a minute too soon.
Yeah, I think this gives us just enough time to plan the perfect nuptials.